Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. We are very happy to welcome you to a new edition of our show titled Speak of Africa. We have another great show for you today. But before we begin, we want to say thank you to all our subscribers. We want to say thank you to all our supporters. Without you, we will not really have this show. There's a whole lot of news breaking out in the motherland today. I know you love the motherland. But what we'll try to do on this show, as we've told you before, we'll try to make sense out of a whole lot of the news that is happening. As usual, we want to start the show of today by looking at the big stories in Ambazonia. Of course, the major story is death, weeping, alarm. People are crying. That's what is really happening in this part of the world. Death has just become commonplace. Every day you just hear this person has been killed. So it's not just the average people who are killed. It's just like even chiefs and important notables in the region are also killed. So it's like a war on which it's just difficult to be neutral. So most people are really forced to take sides. And when you take sides, you get hit. If the Ambazonian forces don't track you, the B forces of Paul Biya will track you. So people are really finding it difficult to really make a living in this part of the world. So schools have really become the casualty. And we feel sorry for the young children who have also become victims. I know a few weeks ago we talked about the killing of young children in a school in Kumba. But this is not like an isolated incident. The world made a whole lot of noise about it because we showed a lot of the videos on WhatsApp and we shared them on social media. But this is not an isolated pattern. It is something that is going on all the time, a whole lot. When you look at school, is the epicenter of this struggle, okay? The conflict is against the forces of French colonialism. And school is like a symbol of this colonial force, which the people hate. They don't like French education. Just the way Boko Haram says they are against Western education. These people are also against French education and the French system. So whatever represents the French system, they see it like a target that has to be destroyed. And that's what has just been happening, which is why some people ask us, why is it that schools have become the center of action? It is because of the whole mental case that French school is not good. We have to take it down and forget about it. So not only are the students suffering, other people too are suffering. Then sometimes you see the people who are really enabling this stuff. The army of Paul Biya also plays the politics. Because when you see the way they do it, like there's a character that we think this guy is really a buffoon. They call him Moja Moja. They use him to create havoc and he claims he's against people from Bamenda. You see videos showing him beating people who come from Bamenda. This is not nice. Today, he will tell you he's beating people from Bamenda. Tomorrow, he'll be beating people from Manfe, Kumba, and other places. So when we see a lunatic like this guy, we should really say, let's not encourage this kind of activity. It's wrong. Because tomorrow, you don't know who he's going to be attacking. But it's interesting that the B soldiers of Paul Biya are the ones encouraging him to kill people and beat them. And he brags about it.
Okay. I salute all my Southwest people. I know even wear my crown. Na Chief Moja Moja. I salute my Southwest people. I used to talk say I salute Southwest and Northwest. So but now I salute my Southwest people and some few Northwest them. Where they reason like with Southwesterners them. So all Southwesterners, even the amber there for bush. I want to ask you the question, how many Southwesterners they own post for general? Una not say as una foolish. Now Northwest they say they be general this, they be general this, they the fool una. The few of una they fool una so una be general, una bush general. Okadama if you be general, una no say that Northwest people them they want manipulate we. So I call upon all Morocco people una chief. So it they kill right for inside church. No talk about the Bafo people. Una see the way they come massacre una picking them. We go for Manu, go for Lebialem, see the way they all do we. See the way they all cheat with chiefs them. But for Northwest, they did them fine. They drink Heineken when they catch them. But we, when they catch you, na boom, na beating. So all Southwesterners, una must join me for saying no to these graphic people. No to these graphic people. Some graphic people them, una should for bar, for limbe laugh, say, Doki moja. In few weeks' time, I'll surely launch war graphic versus sour people. I tell una lie. If graphic una not tell una picking them, me they stop the nonsense. I go push graphic them back out of here. Una see am. Innocent, oh non-innocent. All una na one una get the same mentality. Na few graphic people they dey. I be sorry say I don't generalize, but some few one they do the reason like we. Graphic. Oh, better still, come no go. Una go. Inshallah walai, una go.
This is not really good. So much of what you see in this part of the world is that you kill me, tomorrow I kill your own person. So it's like revenge killing going on all the time. As much as the restoration forces do not really have great weapons, but they have very high spirit, and the past few days we've really seen a lot of the activities. They've been killing a lot of the forces of Bia's government, especially those who are in the army. So look at an area like Umoja. A lot has been happening there. For a while, they thought nothing was happening, but most of them are saying that they are fighting because they want to avenge their hero, Sisiko Ayok Tabi. So from Ambazonia now, we're going to take you now to Congo DRC.
Have you heard the latest healthcare news? There's been a medical programming breakthrough. Let's go to Ali and Ron for more.
Thanks, Seb. A Good Samaritan is offering Alexia HTC, a new EMR EHR to doctors for free. Certainly, this free offer will shake things up in the medical software industry. Alexia HTC is a David pitting itself against the Goliaths, Epic, Cerner, and Meditech, which are old and cost too much money. What happens if you figure out how to build a new EMR EHR on the web for pennies on the dollar? You give it away to the suffering physicians for free.
Want to learn more about how these two powerhouse solutions will help you win more business? Schedule a demo below. In just minutes, Alexia HTC can help you access a patient record, enter an order, write a note, prescribe a medication, generate a charge, and create a super bill. Plus, Alexia Care Corporation, the vendor of the new web application, offers full customer service and training support free of charge. Who can beat that?
We've covered Congo DRC many times on this show. We told you that there is a marriage that is about to crumble. It's a political union. The political union between Felix Tshisekedi, the current president, and the former president, Joseph Kabila, is crumbling. This week, we saw marches. Supporters of President Felix Tshisekedi were marching in support of their leader, and they were really cursing former President Joseph Kabila, an individual they perceive to be a demon. They feel that he's creating problems. As we told you before, Felix Tshisekedi got himself into a corner. He backed himself into this corner because he accepted to become president of a country in which the leader did not really want to leave. So he played games, and they made like a Faustian kind of deal, like you make a deal with the devil. Even though you don't like the devil, but you want the power that the devil wants to give you. So you sign the deal, now you're paying the price for it. That's what is really happening to Felix Tshisekedi. He signed a deal with the devil, who is Joseph Kabila, and now he's paying the price because Joseph Kabila does not really want to fade into the sunset. He's already preparing to come back and take power in Congo DRC. So now it's like a form of political football that is playing out in Congo DRC. Felix Tshisekedi knows that Joseph Kabila wants to kick him out and get into power. So he's maneuvering to see how he can stay in power and run again and be president. So how long is this game going to last? We don't know, but we're just telling you to keep watching because something is going to give, okay? So from Congo DRC, we're going to take you to Ethiopia. Last week, we spoke a whole lot about Ethiopia. we told you that Abiy Ahmed has declared war on the people of the Tigray region. If you look at the map of Ethiopia, the Tigray region is in the north of the country. Actually, Abiy Ahmed is from the Oromo, one of, I think, the largest group in the country. So since he became prime minister, it looks like he's been trying to isolate the people of the Tigray region, who have always benefited a lot from the former governments in Ethiopia. Desalegn was one of their guys. So after Abiy Ahmed came to power, he's been playing games to try to sideline them, and they are forced now to react. First, they reacted by voting for a new leadership in elections that the central government said were banned and were unconstitutional, but they went ahead and did it. So matters came to a head now that they decided to start attacking some of the Ethiopian military installations in the north. What Abiy Ahmed did not really understand is he underestimated the strength of the Tigray people. If you followed Ethiopian history very, very closely, the Tigray people are in the north. They are just like the buffer between the rest of the country and Eritrea. When Eritrea was fighting Ethiopia, the people who actually bore the brunt of the fighting were the people of the Tigray region. So this is a very hardened, war-like tribe. So they are very strong, they know how to fight war, and they use their brains to fight war. So we don't really understand why Abiy Ahmed decided to pick a fight with these people. We're thinking that in a situation like this, it's better to try to negotiate, the central government to negotiate with the Tigray people so that there can be a form of rapprochement. But when you try to use force as a solution to problem, it always leads to war. But we know everything always ends up peace. So fighting wars doesn't really help the people. So it's a mistake. We've always said on this show that when a government decides to use force to solve a problem, things always backfire. And that's what even happened in the case of Ambazonia. Mr. Paul Biya decided to use force to deal with the Anglophone problem. So everything collapsed because the people now said, okay, we don't want to give up. So when the people is so driven, they pick up arms, they are killing themselves, they are dying, they are killing military personnel, that tells you that these people are determined and serious. So don't just say, oh, I must crush them, I must kill them. Look at a lot of innocent people die for no good reason. We think a more intelligent leader would sue for peace and try to make things work with the opposition. The opposition is not really an enemy. They are also citizens. What they do not like is the status of being second-class citizens. If you can have a form of rapprochement, things will go well. So from Ethiopia, you can even see that there has been bombing. The Ethiopian government has been bombing the Tigray region, and a lot of people are running away even to the Sudan. Then we understand that Eritrea also is from the north is fighting these people. So this is not really good. So when we look at this, we say there's time for peace.
Hey yo, Shay, I thought you was gonna take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shake. When I say his services are the best in the states where it's born, he even take care of your tax forms, back refunds. So come get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
From Ethiopia now, we'll go to Ghana. In Ghana, the main story is the death of JJ Rawlings, the former president of the country. A whole lot has been said about JJ Rawlings. As we've told you in the past, he's a hero, but he also has his detractors. So people who like him praise him. People who don't like him say bad things about him. But we on this show would like to be neutral. So we like to be objective. Some of the people who like him, they will tell you the good things he has done for the country. Then those who don't like him, they talk about his role as a dictator. So we don't really want to take sides. We just want to say a big tree, a baobab, as we say in Africa, has fallen, and we have to respect the dead. It's not good to talk ill about the dead. So we just want to join all Africans in celebrating the life of this great individual. Whether we like his politics or not, we recognize that he is one of the most important figures in the history of Ghana as a nation. So we don't want to dwell in the politics, but we just want to look at the humanity of this individual and the role he played in developing this country. So from Ghana now, we're going to move to Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast just had a new election. Alassane Ouattara just won a third term, which is really doubtful. The people don't really accept it, but he has been able to play games and put himself in power. So it seems as if Afi N'Guessan, his former prime minister, is still not able to talk to his lawyers. So people are really asking, why can he not talk to his lawyers if we are living in a democratic society? We have to try to understand that we don't have to take the laws into our own hands, which is the lesson we always like our leaders to learn. They always like to take the laws into their own hands, then they behave as if they are the incarnation of the state, which is why the whole idea of the nation state in Africa is weak and it will never thrive, which is why we're having a whole lot of problems. Because once you capture the apparatus of the state, you are the big guy who dominates. A coup d'etat comes, as we saw in Mali, then trouble comes. Next, we're going to move now to LRC. There are so many stories we're going to tell you about Cameroon. Okay, on the first note, the major story that broke out is the death of the elder sister of President Paul Biya. People saw him for the first time again, and they were wondering that, oh, this person we thought was really dead, so he's really alive. But he was just like a ghost because he could not even walk. People had to support him. Then he could even reach out to support from his wife. So when people look at this video, they just said to themselves, wow, this is a guy really creating trouble for us. He can't even walk, but he has the power to kill and do all this stuff. Well, it's because he's controlling the apparatus of destruction, mass destruction. The army is in his hands. He's the paymaster, so they do whatever he wants, which is why there's going to be no peace in this part of the world, in Ambazonia. But of course, even in Yaoundé, where he lives, the first story that broke is the fire in the Niki supermarket. This was a very big fire, and a lot of the merchants were really running away. We could see them screaming and the people running away. So this was really a sad event, but this is what we have to deal with. Okay? So next also is the problem of schools. One of you sent us a school video. The video shows you a dichotomy. You see a French school and you see an Anglophone school. So it's like a tale of two cities. This video highlights the dichotomy between the two Cameroons. Being French Cameroon, they have a better school with brick and everything, but the school for the Anglophones is made out of basic wood, unfinished wood. You could see mud all over the place where the Anglophone school is located, but the Francophone school, which is located in the same area, is well furnished, clean. So this is what makes the people cry and make them feel like they are second-class citizens, because they feel that even a school which is given to them is of substandard. Why can they not have the same type of school that the Francophones have? And this is why they clamor for marginalization, and they say it has to end and we don't want this anymore. So this video of the school, I want you to take a minute and watch this video.
Oui, voici notre pays, le Cameroun. Nous sommes ici au niveau des stades maliens. Ça, c'est l'école publique bilingue de Congo, au niveau des stades maliens. Vous voyez le côté ici, ça c'est le côté des anglophones. Vous pouvez voir. Voilà notre pays. Vous pouvez voir vous-même. On va le couper les anglophones, sont dans la boue. Vous voyez les bâtiments en planche, en plan Yaoundé. On va le couper les anglophones. Vous pouvez témoigner. Et de l'autre côté, vous allez voir, pour les francophones, vous allez voir vous-même, voilà, le bâtiment en planche. Et de l'autre côté, voici pour les francophones. Vous voyez? Vous-même, vous voyez que c'est bien, non? C'est ça notre pays. C'est ça. Vous pouvez juger vous-même.
It's very, very sad when you watch a video of this school because it really highlights the crux of the matter. You see why a lot of Anglophones are tired of this regime. Okay? So from Cameroon now, we're going to move to Nigeria.
Is your EMR EHR COVID-19 ready? If not, you do not know what you are missing. Why do you suffer in silence? Be smart. Turn to Alexia HTC today. Alexia HTC is the leader in virtual solution and communication technology in these times of pandemic crisis. When the unexpected happens, who are you going to call? Alexia HTC. Come and see how Alexia HTC Cloud Communications are enabling your fellow healthcare providers to consult with patients virtually and making big money. Alexia HTC also enables your employees to work remotely during the COVID-19 crisis. Are your employees safe? Do not jeopardize the health and safety of your patients and practice. What can Alexia HTC do for you? Alexia HTC is the new Colossus, the sister of physicians, who gives you back liberty, that is, the freedom to practice medicine your way. Vivacious virtual visits wherever you please. Amazing e-prescribing. Quick access to patient information. Easy access to medical records from other providers. Rapid drug allergy checks. Integrated lab tests and results. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled doctors yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your greedy corporations. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed physicians, to me. I give them the refuge. The happy home of Alexia HTC. Act now. Browse alexiahtc.com or call 240-350-1131.
A lot of stories are breaking in Nigeria. We have a lot of commotion. Boko Haram is also still wreaking havoc. Then the Ibab, the indigenous people of Biafra, they too are also making a whole lot of noise. So if Mr. Buhari thought the whole issue of Boko Haram or Biafra has died, it has not died. It is still around. And we just want to remind him. Even Goodluck Jonathan, the former president, also advised Mr. Buhari to take steps to deal with some of these issues dealing with insecurity, because he felt that insecurity is really paramount and the people are really tired of it. Then the other people too are really calling the attention of President Buhari that if he doesn't take steps by 2023, when he will be leaving office and they have to have the next election, Nigeria as a nation may really collapse. And that's what has always been the fear, because you really have the three factions: the Hausas in the north, the Igbos in the southeast, the Yorubas in the southwest. So these are the three main ethnic groups. So any of these three parties may really create a whole lot of problems. Then of course, there are really a lot of shocks. Can this nation withstand a breakup? That's what inquiring minds want to know. And they are asking President Buhari to pay attention and deal with a lot of these issues Some are even still angry with the issue of police brutality, which is also what is happening in the Biafra area. The people of Rivers, they are not really happy with the high-handedness of the police. They have been billing them. They even raised 6 synagogues, places of worship. Why would the government send soldiers to burn and destroy places of worship? This is not really good. And Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IBOP, is back again. And he's telling the people that the northern people have terrorists. But they don't kill the terrorists who are in the north. They come to the south and kill innocent youth. So he's telling them to wise up and try to fight against this northern partiality. From Nigeria now, we'll take you now to South Africa. The last story we have in South Africa has to deal with a pastor, a millionaire pastor called Shepherd Bushry. You've seen his pictures on social media. He dresses well, wears nice clothes, and it draws a lot of attention. But this pastor actually is from Malawi. He's from Malawi. So he was saying that he was afraid for his life, and people were targeting him in South Africa. So he even went to court because of fraud. Because of fraud, he went to court, and finally it was discovered that he escaped from South Africa to Malawi, which is his home country. So when this happened, the people were just asking, how could he? Of course, it's a message for you, our viewers. Do not fall for some of these false prophets. It seems as if some people just love when they hear that, oh, this guy is a man of God. They flock to the guy's place and they give all their money, even their hard-earned money. So people just feel like maybe if the man of God prays for them, they will go to heaven or they will have some good luck. This is just wishful thinking. So we're asking people to start thinking for themselves and not be praise of this type of fake pastors. You know, when you look at this guy, you see the type of nice planes he flies in, dresses well, nice watches, all at the expense of the people. By contrast, you have pastors who are doing a good job, so we don't want to generalize. We're just warning our people that do not fall prey to some of these people who are doing the wrong thing. Okay, if you fall prey, you're not really helping yourself. So we thank you for watching this show. We've really covered a lot of the important points we wanted to draw on this show. We'll have a lot of videos that you're going to be watching also to highlight the stories that we're telling you today. But before we end this show, we're encouraging you to continue sending us stories. This show is only as good as the stories you send to us. So continue sending us your stories, and we're encouraging you to also subscribe to the show. When you subscribe to the show, our numbers go up because we want this show to be your voice. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Express Driving School is the place for excitement of fast-track driver education, drug and alcohol testing, driver counseling, bilingual translation. For all your MVA needs, contact us. John F. Abbey, 6480 New Hampshire Avenue Suite 207B, Tacoma Park, Maryland 20912. Office phone 301-270-0018. Cell phone 240-644-3977. And you can reach us at our website, expressdrivingeducation.com. alexia.htc.com. Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com.
Unique Auto Repair. This is a brother from Ghana. His name is Emmanuel Ofori. He has a good business and he repairs cars. He repairs all type of cars. Mercedes, Toyota, Honda, you name it. The brother does it. He repairs everything. So even if you buy a car from the auction and you need to get it fixed, go to Emmanuel Ofori, Unique Auto Repair. He will repair this for you. It's very, very good. He has repaired my cars for me many times, and I love the service. And if you mention my name, Prince Ojong, he will give you even something also.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.